All right. Let's talk materials for our bunny egg. So we will need, first and foremost, a 3.5 millimeter hook, my fave, yarn needle. You will need a stitch marker, some scissors, some plastic safety eyes. For this round, I used a size 6, which for me is right here. It's my second to last smallest size. So size 6, you'll need 2 of those. You will need some yarn. So for me, I used a purple base for my bunny, and I used a blue accent for the nose and for the mouth. And you'll also need some polyfill. I don't have polyfill next to me right now, but never do. But you'll need some polyfill. And I think that is it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so let's start with the egg body of our bunny, and we are going to start with a magic circle. And inside of that magic circle, we are going to do 6 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to close this hole up. Grab a stitch marker. I don't have my brace on today, so I have to go into my stash. Alright, so row number 2 is going to be increases all the way around. And what that means is that we're just doing 2 single crochets in each of those previous 6 single crochets we had in row number 1. Just like that. So let me show you again here. It's 1 single crochet in that stitch, 2 single crochets in that stitch, and you're going to do that all the way around. Row number 3 is going to be 1 single crochet and then an increase. So 1 single crochet and then an increase in that next stitch. 1 single crochet and then an increase in that next stitch, and you're going to do that all the way around. Row number 4 is going to be 2 single crochets and then an increase. So 1, 2, and then an increase in the next stitch. So 1, 2, and then an increase in the next stitch. And you're going to do that all the way around. Row number 5 is going to be 3 single crochets and an increase. So 1, 2, 3. Next stitch is going to be an increase. And then we repeat the pattern. 1, 2, 3, and then an increase in that next stitch. And we're going to do that all the way around. Rows 6, 7, and 8 are going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you're doing that all the way around for the next 3 rows. So row 6, row 7, row 8, we're just doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. So go ahead and do yours. I will do mine, and I'll meet you back here at the end of row number 8. Row number 9 is where we're going to start our decreases. So we're going to do 3 single crochets and then a decrease. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to decrease. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to decrease. And we're going to do that all the way around. Rows number 10 and 11 is going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So just 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So go ahead and do rows 10 and 11 and meet me back so we can start row number 12. Row number 12 is going to be 2 single crochets and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then a decrease. 1, 2, and then a decrease all the way around. Rows 13 through 14 is going to be 1 single crochet in each. Just 1 single crochet in each stitch, and you're gonna do that all the way around for the next 2 rows. So meet me back here once you finish your row number 14 and you're ready to start row number 15. Okay, so now would be a good time to put our eyes in because our hole up there is getting pretty small. So what I'm going to do is grab my eyes. I am using some 6mm, which for me is here. These guys, about that size. And what I'm going to do is insert in between rows 12 and 13. So let's turn this guy. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, between 12 and 13. So I'll put mine there. And then we're going to do the other one in stitch number 4. So the way I insert my eyes is the hole or the stitch that I insert the first one and count as stitch number 1. I'm going to count over to stitch number 4 and place my other one. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is going to be right here. So stitches 1 and 4. And I'm going to insert my backs, and I'll meet you back here. Alrighty, moving right along. Row number 15 is going to be 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So we're going to go 1 single crochet and then a decrease. 1 single crochet and a decrease all the way around. Row 17 is going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch, and we are moving right along here. We are almost done with the egg body. So just 1 single crochet in each all the way around. And our final row, row number 17, is going to be decreases all the way around. So just decreases, bringing 2 stitches together all the way around. Okay, so this is after my row number 17. I now can fasten off, and we're gonna stuff this guy. The hole is pretty small, and that's okay. What I usually do is just get my pinky finger kind of stretched out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna stuff it. I am gonna stuff it fairly firm so that the egg shape is pronounced, but take that as you will, and I will meet you back here once mine is all stuffed. Okay, so now that my guy is all stuffed, what we want to do now is we want to close this hole up top. And once we close that hole, that egg shape will really look nice. So I'm just going to close this guy up. Just weaving my yarn needle through every other stitch. And I'm just going to pull this tight. And there, see how the egg shape really is pronounced now? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide this in my work, and then I'll meet you back here. Alrighty, so this is the base of our egg bunny, and we can actually put this one aside right now. We're gonna work on the ears. Alright, so to start the ears, we are gonna do a magic circle. We're gonna put 6 single crochets inside of our magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next row, row number 2, we are going to do a row of increases. And it's the same concept as when we did our egg body. So 2 single crochets in each stitch. And we're going to do that all the way around. Rows 3 through 9 is going to be 1 single crochet in each. And you should have 12 single crochets in each of your rows. So go ahead and do your rows 3 through 9, 1 single crochet in each stitch, and I will meet you back here at the end of row number 9, or should I say the start of row number 10. Alright, so this is what I'm looking like after 9 rows, excuse me. Row number 10 is going to be a row of decreases. I got another bottle. So decreases all the way around. Alright, after row number 10, we are going to fasten off. So I've already cut my yarn. I'm just going to pull that through. Remove my stitch marker. Okay, so this is what you should be looking like. But I want my bunny ear to be kind of on the folded side at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my ear such that that fasten off that we did is on either side, the left or the right. It doesn't really matter. If you're following me exactly, mine is on the right. It's right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn needle and I'm going to go in that stitch opposite where I am on the other side, just like that. And what that's going to do is just going to kind of bring us together a little bit. And then I'm going to go back into the other first stitch and pull. And you see how it just creates that little indent for us right there. So next what I want to do, I've already attached one ear here. And I just want to show you how I did that. So I'm looking at about, if you're looking at eye level, I'm looking at about 1, 2, 3-ish rows above the eye over here that I'm going to attach my ear. So I'm just going to place like right there is good. And I'm just going to attach my ear just like so. And again, there are multiple different ways to attach body parts to your amigurumi. This is just my method. So if this is not the method that you use, please, please, please don't feel no type of way. Like, this is just how I attach my ears or my body parts. So do however you see fit, whatever is easiest for you. As long as the darn things are on there, we really don't care. Okay, and I think that'll be good for me. Just like that. And in the back, what I usually do is I just have the tails find each other in the same hole, just like that. And I just tie them together and weave them into my work together so they're not visible. Just like so. Okay, and this is what we're looking like so far. Now what I want to do is create the nose and the mouth of my bunny. And what I'm doing is just grabbing some, for me I want an off color of yarn, so I'm using like a blue. So I'm going to go in through the back of my bunny and I'm going to come up in the row underneath the eyes, and I'm looking for me at least, I'm looking for the centermost stitches, which is going to be those 3. I'm going to come up here, go into that 3rd stitch, and I'm going to wrap this a couple of times, maybe 3 times. Just like that. On that 3rd wrap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, but I'm going to come up a couple of rows down and in the center, and I'll show you what that means. So I'm going in and I'm coming up in the center, as much in the center as I possibly can. Actually, I'm gonna go 1 row down in the center, 1 row down in the center of the row underneath. I'm just gonna pull that. And then sneak this guy in the middle. And go back out that hole in the back. So this is what we should be looking like. Just like that. and then just take care of our ends in the back, and we are done. Alright, so this is what your bunny should be looking like. Oh my god, super cute. And I really like the way the nose and the mouth yarn contrast from the regular yarn. So what else can you do with this pattern? Obviously you can change the color. I had one on the side. I didn't add a mouth to this one. That's actually a really cool alteration also. But this one actually is kind of cool because the weight of the yarn for these two that I used is the same, but the thickness and the quality of the yarn is different, so the sizes are different. So you could actually use a different weight yarn or different type of yarn to get a smaller or larger effect on your bunny. A plush yarn would be really cool, like a chunky to make it big. That would be really cool too. Let's see. You could put your ears on one side and put a bow, make it like a female bunny. That would be cute too. But the possibilities are endless. I'm happy you guys joined me for this tutorial. Hopefully it was impactful. Hopefully it was on par with what you're doing in your regular life, putting these guys in like Easter baskets or as gifts for coworkers or what have you. But thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot going on in the world. Make sure you guys stay safe out there and crochet some cool stuff. Meet me back here next week.